Hi again everyone, Scott Pyre, Popcorn fan here, and in this video, the season finale of The Mandalorian Season 3 just dropped today on Disney+. I've seen the finale, and now I'm ready to do my review for the season as a whole. Now, this season has been very enjoyable. I liked that they had Katie Sackhoff as lead role in this season. I liked her quite a bit as her character, and obviously she was a character on Rebels, on Clone Wars, and it was really great having her as a lead in this season. And as the title of the show suggests, it doesn't focus on just Din Djarin anymore, in a sense that because this season, the premise of it is sort of all the remaining Mandalorians that are still around in the galaxy all start to, form again and retake the planet Mandalore. And by the end of the season, they do accomplish that. And I think the finale, it was pretty good. Granted, it was shorter than the previous episode from last week. So that's my one little complaint about the finale, that it was a short episode, but you can kind of think of the previous episode from last week and this episode as one big 2-episode arc, and if it was together, it can make for one short and sweet 120-minute Mandalorian movie. In a sense, you can kind of see it that way from between these 2 episodes. And it was definitely a satisfying finale. I really liked what they did in the finale, but there were a few story threads from throughout the season that weren't addressed in the finale. So there's also that, and also, for those of you that have been watching Mandalorian, there have been a lot of I feel like there have been a lot of story writing issues this season, especially with what they did on Book of Boba Fett, and how they, on that show, they sort of undid what they did in Season 2 with the Grogu, and that was quite the writing problem with this season, which, they did do an okay job with that, but there have been a few other things about this season in particular that felt like a lazy writing, if you ask me, especially in regards to the Darksaber. There are a few moments in this season that felt like lazy writing to me, and also just the story just not exactly flowing week to week as the season continued. That's one of my other major complaints about this season. It's just the story didn't always flow, because there were a few episodes that felt like they were still relevant to the story, but also felt like filler. There were a couple episodes like that, and I feel like there shouldn't be episodes like that in a season that's 8 episodes in total, So there's quite a bit of a inconsistency in regards to the writing throughout the season, but it's still an enjoyable season of Mandalorian nonetheless. There's a lot of amazing moments, and especially in the finale, there's quite a bit of decent action throughout. I liked some of the things that they did with Grogu that were really cool in the finale, and I really liked that they brought back Moff Gideon. He's basically the main villain of the show, and I don't know if he'll come back because of what happened in the finale, but I guess they could pull a Darth Vader, I guess, with his character. I wouldn't expect him to come back, but I guess they could. It's Star Wars. But yeah, and also the fact that this season also sort of teased Grand Admiral Thrawn a little bit. There's sort of, starting to build towards that movie that was announced just a little while ago. as this show and also the Ahsoka show and also the upcoming Skeleton Crew show. All these shows are going to sort of culminate into that movie with Grand Admiral Thrawn that's in development, and that is pretty exciting. And I'm sure that once Ahsoka airs later this fall, we'll get a lot more of Grand Admiral Thrawn, and that's really, really cool. I can't wait for that. I know that I think the actor that is going to be playing Thrawn, he's like Mads Mikkelsen's brother. Mads Mikkelsen, he's a famous actor, and he has a brother too, and who played Thrawn on Rebels, and looks like he will also be playing him in live action too. So that's really cool. And yeah, I mean, this season of Mandalorian also had really good music as per usual. I love the soundtrack, and also I really liked what they did in the finale in regards to Easter eggs and references and callbacks even to the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy, especially with the R5 droid. I liked seeing the R5 droid in the finale, as it sort of... there were a few moments with that droid that were served as comedy, and were also sort of callbacks to the previous movies, as I've said, and that was a lot of fun. And overall, it was an enjoyable season. I think Din Djarin, Pedro Pascal, once again, really great in his role as Mando. And Grogu is just, he's so adorable. You love him. And there was one moment in the finale where I did worry about him a little bit, but he can hold his own. He can hold his own, especially with how much stronger he is now in the Force. And there were some really great action scenes in that finale with Grogu, and it was really cool. So yeah, I mean, pretty good season, but also I don't think it's the best season of the show. Season 1, I still think is the best season between the three, and then season 2, season 3, in regards to my ranking of the seasons. So it's the weakest season out of the 3 that we've gotten so far for Mandalorian, but it's still good nonetheless. So if I had to give this a grade, I'd probably give it a B plus. I think that'd be my grade for season 3 of Mandalorian. So yeah, that should do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and also my next video, I plan on doing a video for the Evil Dead 2013 film pretty soon, since the new Evil Dead Rise movie comes out this weekend. So look forward to that video. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.